To your cross, O Master, we bow in veneration, and we glorify your holy resurrection. To your cross, O Master, we bow in veneration, and we glorify your holy resurrection. To your cross, O Master, we bow in veneration, and we glorify your holy resurrection. Slava Isusa Christus, Slava Navika, glory be to Jesus Christ, glory be forever. This is Father Basil again, doing another podcast. And today, September 14th, is the feast of what's called the Exaltation of the Holy Cross, a very important feast day in our Ukrainian Catholic tradition. I hope those of you who are listening will go to church today, wherever the church services are. And those listening here in my area, hopefully you're coming to church too. And what this feast day is all about is that in the 4th century, in the year around the year 330, and the Emperor Constantine, who was the emperor of the Roman Empire, was the first real Christian emperor, and he sent his mother Helen to find the true cross of Christ. So she went to Jerusalem, and after searching for many weeks, she finally found 3 crosses that were underneath this pagan temple. And to find out what was the true cross of Christ, they touched each of the crosses to a corpse, a dead person. And when the cross of Christ touched the dead person, that person came back to life. So this is how they knew that this was the true cross of Christ, and they found it. And then, of course, built a church there and built many things. And they took relics of the cross to many different places around the world. And there are still many relics found of the true cross of Christ throughout the world. So, this feast day celebrates the cross, as you see in front of you if you're watching the video. And what is the cross of Christ? Well, it's about total sacrifice. It's about total love that Jesus gave to the entire world. He gave his true love for all of mankind. And he even sacrificed his very life for all of us. And we often take this sacrifice for granted in our world today. We disregard the church, we disregard the religious practices. We are too busy to go to church. We are too busy to pray, to live a Christian life, because the ways of the world take priority for us. We'd rather live, basically as people who don't have time for God in our lives. And this is very sad, because God gave us so much and even gave us His only begotten Son for us to be with us, to give us eternal life. And every time we see a cross, we should remember the sacrifice that God has given to us. Sacrificing His only begotten Son. But the cross is also a symbol of life. Even though this cross was used as a symbol of torture, of death in the Roman Empire, for us, it's now a symbol of life. Because without the cross, we could not have eternal life in heaven. It's only by Jesus dying on the cross that we get eternal life. And yes, the cross means sacrifice. The cross means that we have to sacrifice the things of this world in order to gain eternal life. That's what it means. The cross is a symbol of many things. But I hope that we realize that mainly the cross is a symbol of hope. The cross is a symbol of death being defeated. So death does not hold us back anymore. Even our physical death on this earth does not mean the end. Our souls live forever, and we will be resurrected. And hopefully this is what we get when we see the cross. This is what we think about. We think about that our life on this earth is not the end. So, yes, unfortunately, life is going to have many challenges. Life is going to have many obstacles. And we're going to have many sad times. We're going to have many unhappy times in life. But we know that with this cross, with the resurrection from the dead, all that will not matter. All those things that happen to us in this life are not going to matter in the end. The only thing that really matters is our life with Jesus Christ. That's the main thing that we should be thinking about. So I sure hope that you will be able to celebrate in the church today as we celebrate this exaltation of the Holy Cross. And I hope that you do sacrifice your time to join the church community wherever you are, to remember the cross, to remember the sacrifice that Jesus gave for us, to remember that He loves us so much, He gave us eternal life. Thank you. I hope to see you again very soon. And please, if you can, go to church and pray during this beautiful celebration of the exaltation of the cross.